Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Demon Deacons will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Panthers offense will have the first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Hit right back to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. To the air, it's Kinsey. It's complete to the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to spell it with a first down at the 31. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grant behind the line. It's Sullivan. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll go to the ground. Work it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Panthers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Wake Forest's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Offense gets set for second down. Got it behind the line. It's Udo. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Snap from the gun on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air. It's Kinsey. Pressure coming. Oh, he dropped it. And what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Sends it back in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
He's got it again. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Offensive line has got to do a better job communicating. They got to do a better job pre-snap seeing where this pressure is coming from. That DB was essentially telegraphing his blitz, and nobody picked him up.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback may change this route. Now they'll run it on the toss. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game. Pitt pushing the pace.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, it's Kinsey. And some room to work. Push down for the tackle. Pittsburgh trying to put a touchdown on the board in this red zone trip. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Snags it! Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On first and goal, let's see what Pitt does here.
Here we go.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Bring in the heat. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Under fire. He's got an open man. Wide open spaces. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Gives it on the option. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Panthers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Applewhite. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give to the back. Find some fresh air. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Udo. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all three phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what are coaches talking about? Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty, it's not fun, but let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. And this one splits the uprights. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's locked. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Kinsey. Here's the pressure. It's complete. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
On the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point gives him a 28-3 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. NC State was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Wolfpack performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The Demon Deacons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Gives it on the option. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Demon Deacons will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Catch in the middle, it's Udo. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast.
Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Rushes on him. Got it in the middle. It's Sullivan. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Hit right back to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wide receiver going in motion. The give on the option. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to pass. It's Kinsey. Shoots it to the left. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone.
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Running back searching for a hole.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass. Here's a hit. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Kinsey. Finds a man on the left. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Right on the money. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Graves. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good gain. The Demon Deacons moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield very late in the half. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here comes the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Panthers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll take a deep shot here. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Pitt. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
38, Wake Forest, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Caught behind the line. It's Applewhite. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to find another play. And the Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
here coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Wake Forest, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. With the catch, it's Applewhite. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. The Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll run it from the gun. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll try the run. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And the ball comes to rest right there. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll try the right side. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Caught in the backfield, it's Applewhite. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need.
There he goes. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead. They're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The Panthers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Snags it inside the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might as well stick with him. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown. Panthers. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Power football with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The Demon Deacons getting set on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Udo. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. And the Demon Deacons pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Takes it on the shovel. Breaks into the open. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But
throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You know, this zone read play is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
3rd down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Not much can impose your will on a defense like hopping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish your... And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to